about it. Because love is an emotion. Emotions are fickle. Emotions need to be fickle. It's what gives them their excitement. How about now? You love me now? There's an excitement to love because it's unstable. If it becomes stable, it becomes boring.
But the stableness is what causes you to get to know the person more. The stability is what allows you to become one. Right? Because the more you love the person, the more you become like them. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Unconditional love is not love at all. Unconditional love means my feelings never change. Then they're not feelings anymore. Respect is not an emotion. It can be stable. It can be consistent. It can be strong. And it can give the marriage the stability and the strength that it needs. Emotions are the flavor, the sizzle. It can't keep the relationship going. It can only spice up a healthy relationship.
Oh. And the more you guys respect each other, the more you love each other. It's called the agape love. It's not based on feelings, but based on action. Oh, here comes the crimson chin over here with fucking chiseled ass chin. That thing has edges. Like you could cut onions with that. All right.
So here's a simple tip to get people to respect you more in social settings and in business. Number one, stop being so friendly. Instead of you trying to sit there and prove yourself to other people, let them prove themselves to you.
This was my mistake. I am an extremely friendly person. And that friendliness got people to not respect me as much, honestly. It really does come from insecurity.
Very respectful, be very cordial, but just communicate and be very direct. Being overly nice early on will cause people to take advantage of you, take you for granted, and not truly respect you and perceive you as someone with high value. Second is showing massive indifference. And you don't even have to fake this, but you have to realize that getting the wrong person in your life from either a friendship, relationship, or a business thing is going to cause more harm than any potential good. You want to make sure it's the right people. So instead of you just being needy and wanting to communicate or talk to anybody, instead show indifference and first figure out if this person is even a good fit for you.
I'm not just going to respect you.
It's not, you're not looking for the lovey feeling. Go for people who respect you. That'll show you the ones that love you more. If you're constantly being disrespected, walk away. But if you're used to getting disrespected, you won't walk away. That's how that works.
Because it's a golden rule in life. Respect is earned. Trust is earned. It's something that's hard won and fought for. It's not something that you give to people. It's a gift. It's a gift that you give somebody that, hey, I respect you. You don't just wake up one morning and think, oh, I have the power of respect.
Ladies, men love pain.
Oh, of course I would say some shit like that. But okay, before I go in there, what changed about I haven't seen this video yet. What I believe now is that the pain that you provide is when you guys are having confrontations. When you guys are setting your boundaries. Setting boundaries is awkward. Setting boundaries doesn't feel good. But that's the pain. You telling them you don't like something about them that they're doing, them feeling bad, you guys having not separating, but like talking about it, sleeping over it. You're not around, but they're saying, "Oh my God, is this the end? Are they not going to see me no more?" That's the type of pain that he crossed your boundaries and you let him know. And if he is healthy, the pain will drive him to change in a positive way. And hopefully when he does it to you, he tells you something he doesn't like about you. Hopefully you also do the same.
And it's not because they prefer that, but that is what makes them chase. It's one thing when men say, it's another thing when men react to. Think about all of the past relationships you've ever had. The ones that you want to get back are the ones with the loose ends, are the ones that they dumped you.
I was projecting. That was really my fear of abandonment at that moment. And even though I had a kernel of truth, it was mixed in with a little bit of resentment, with a little bit of bitterness. And so, take it with a grain of salt.
Are the ones that they treated you like shit. And I'm not saying to treat people like shit, but to understand the soul behind that concept, to understand what makes that concept real. And to not just, and not be like one of those angels and angel dating coaches who say, I'll be nice and be the better person and then turn the other cheek. Get the fuck out of here, man. Turn the other cheek, my ass. When you turn the other cheek, they're gonna hit the other cheek. Pay attention how you act when you don't like the guy. they're usually eating at your feet. They're usually the ones that are chasing you. Men will remember you more if you inflict pain and then give them pleasure.
But again, the pain that I'm talking about is confrontation and conflict resolution, because that involves awkward feelings, and that's kind of painful. Father Alex, or Satan Alex over here, is saying to inflict pain by pulling away sometimes, being a little distant from time to time. That's not the type of pain that we're talking about. You know, that Father Alex, that's evil shit right there. Well, the introduction of that video says the content in this video can seem manipulative and evil. Viewers' discretion is advised.
You see, it is the contrast of pain and pleasure. You see, what you do is very simple, man. You make yourself the only thing that will make them happy. How do you do that? You do that by taking something away. What is that? You remove their validation. You flake on a date. You cancel on a date. You make them feel like a fool. It's like they come back after you because you have something from them. And you know what that is? It's their self-esteem. When you're able to control it, and again, this is dark, but I want you to just understand the soul behind this. Because the problem is that when you like the guy, you're not willing to pull the trigger. You're not willing to pull the trigger because you like him. You feel bad. You don't want him to suffer. You don't want him to feel a little anxiety because you identify with him. You're gonna feel that way. It's like looking at your child. You don't want to punish your child because you don't want to see that little.
At some point, having to repeat yourself becomes disrespectful. Like having to consistently say what you want, what you desire.
Dude, this is so fucking true. Holy shit. Having to repeat yourself is definitely problematic. At that point, you got to walk away.
How you feel over and over and over again. It's just, you have to accept that you're not respected, that your opinion was not respected there. Yes, they might have 1,000 other excuses, but at some point, you have to value you. You have to genuinely say that I'm not getting what I want. I'm not getting treated the way I deserve. And again, it doesn't come from like a snobby, spoiled way, but more of the fact that you aren't getting the simple things, the things you should be having in your life. And if you have to repeat yourself, you have to realize that you're just not respected.
Yeah, that's pretty big right there. Because when someone truly values what you offer, when someone really feels like you are a person of value, you only have to tell them once. You know, you only have to tell them once to not do this, and they'll make sure to do that. But if you have to repeat yourself, unfortunately, you'll never get respected because
Respect.
deaf ears all of a sudden. What you're saying will go on deaf ears. The more you repeat something, the less of an effect it has on people. So once you got to tell people what you want, at that point, now you guys just start taking action. You know, now you got to start pulling away. Now you got to start taking things that they value. And that, if they value, that means your attention, your validation. And sometimes you realize through this strategy that they will never value you, that they're only there to disrespect you.
Respect is built off of little things. Number one, results. Talk with your action. Don't tell people how good you are. Don't tell people all this experience and everything. Show them. Show them with your results. Two is do what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to be there at 9 a.m., be there at 8:55. If you say you're going to bring the report or give them that connection or connect them to someone or whatever the case may be, do it. Stick to your word. Third is always do and always help people in their self-interest. The simplest way to move people and to get things done is to understand that everyone is leading with their self-interest. Everybody
look like
wants
Superman.
something. They want their life to get better. So if you make the people's lives around you better consistently, they're gonna respect you. Last is have integrity. If you have integrity, people will respect you.
And that's how the cookie crumbles.